I need to keep running. Hey, what is up guys? Today we're going to be talking about 4K versus 1080. Is it really worth it to go to 4K? Because 4K will destroy your computer. Alright, so we all know that we love that nice, beautiful 4K video. Even nowadays, 8K with a Sony A1, bruh, and it's like $600 with the body only. 4K versus 1080, pros and cons. Becoming more standard now, but videos in 4K are kind of painful because it absolutely destroys your computer. It slows it down, it lags. I don't have any like actual screen recordings of me editing 4K footage because it destroys my computer. But 4K footage, it just looks better, okay? There's more pixels and it really lets you push the image more in color grading. It's better for like doing green screens. It's honestly much better than 1080p for that kind of stuff. Like even if we crop into this little image, it will, like 4K versus 1080, let's just do this side by side. So you can see that there's definitely more detail in the 4K. It's not super noticeable. And by the way, I made this more fair, so I put 4K on 30 FPS and I also put 1080 at 30 FPS because I could do 24 or 60, but it wouldn't be the same. So that makes it even for the comparison. There's definitely more detail. I can't really see the image because I'm just recording this right now, but I'm sure it looks much better. We all do love 4K, but it just kind of destroys the computer. So another very amazing pro of 4K is that if you're trying to do like product photography or like product videos and kind of stuff, or you're just trying to get more detail, or you like to crop in a lot in your videos, it's much more beneficial for you to use 4K because it basically allows you to do that and not lose too much quality. It still looks decent. Like some cameras can shoot in like 8K now. Sure, it looks better, but it can literally just murder your computer. The question is 1080p. Should you stick to 1080 or go to 4K? Well, first of all, I need to explain some pros and cons of 1080. I never even started with that. So the pros of 1080, obviously, it's fine for your computer as long as you don't have some old computer. It should be able to do it pretty well. I lag never ever with 1080. Never. I never lag with 1080. Like no matter what, I never ever lag with 1080. Last time it happened was like months and months ago. So I feel like it's an advantage, but the thing is 4K, it makes it look so much better and it's completely worth it, but huge file sizes and it will absolutely destroy your computer. But 1080, it has more potential in a sense because think about it, it's higher efficiency. You are able to have tons and tons of 1080p footage and still make it usable, and it looks normal and usable. Like most people shoot in 1080. I don't know who shoots in 4K unless they have a huge hard drive, but my hard drive is actually broken again, by the way guys. That's why uploads is slowing down. Sorry for that, but it will be back again soon. Much better to use 1080 in my opinion, because there's very few cons except maybe lower quality. It's harder to, if you want to push the image a lot and maybe you took a really dark video and you want to basically increase it so it's brighter, it's going to be a little bit rougher to do that without getting too much noise. It's going to be nearly impossible. If you're dark, you can always push it up in post. It's much better. So, but yet again, my overall pick, if I had to decide to only be able to use one of these, I would use 1080 because it saves you so much time, because it basically, instead of having so much lag and so many problems, it has really like no problems. It's a little bit dull sometimes, but nobody will really know the difference unless it's low light or like you made your video 4K on YouTube. I realized it actually decompresses the video, so it will have less compression. If you don't know what compression is, it basically reduces the quality in order to speed up the time to make the video. My overall pick would be 1080 because it has a lot more benefits and very little cons, except maybe lower quality, which is okay. No one is going to really notice. But the thing is, 4K does have very good low light capabilities because you can always push the image up in post and not have to suffer too much. But if you did that with 1080, your footage is going to look garbage. I've done it before and it looks really bad. So my suggestion to you would be to switch between 4K and 1080, because you have two options. You can either you could use 4K just for the low light and just for if you need more detail in your shot, and then you can use 1080 for just those run and gun moments where you don't need too much quality and you're running low on file sizes. That's my recommendation. So with that said, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and hitting that YouTube notification bell to be notified each and every single time I make a video. And with that said, like, subscribe, hit that YouTube notification bell to be notified each and every single time I make a video, which is whenever. I'll see you guys next one.